Shit that just I ain't burnt. Shit that shit don't be having shit to do with nothing. You know how I start the show.
I
Know
don't
how I
know.
start the show. Know how I start the show.
That's how you start the show?
Big Jaw. Oh no,
Oh,
I can't even call myself that because it's a nigga with that name copyright.
yeah. Don't get us sued, baby. Do not get us sued.
That comedian nigga. That nigga is
Man,
big as a motherfucker too.
man, not with the lawsuits.
Nah, I ain't got it anyway. So nigga, if they sue me and they fuck around and get the money, we gonna be surprised together, nigga, because I ain't got it.
You ain't got to lie to me, brother. I know you got it.
I ain't got it. Oh, we getting a little viewers here and there, here and there, here and there. Of
We live on Facebook and YouTube. Where we at?
course, we everywhere.
Hey, we back, bitch.
We everywhere.
We back, bitch. Don't mind me. I'm just getting shit set up. I gotta let people know that we out here. But we gonna talk about this album shit.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit to unpack. This been a very fucking eventful week, man.
A lot of y'all
Very,
niggas.
very, very fucking eventful week for sure. So, yo, we back another week, another episode. B.Y.O.B the podcast. I'm your host, Regular Ja.
Hey man, you know I go by the name of 80 Proof. We out here, man.
Yeah, man. We back with another week. We got to stay consistent. Our lovely co-host Pam couldn't be here. She's handling some very important things. Can't say what, don't matter what. Just know that they're important, and just know she with us in spirit today. So,
Shout out the homies. Shout out the little homie.
So first and foremost, I want to start the show by saying rest in peace to King Von.
That shit tough, man. You couldn't have waited till I finished typing the shit on the YouTube so I could really get my proper respect, man. But damn,
Nah, man.
that shit
You
tough.
know, this shit is wild, man.
It is, but is it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get right into the bullshit. It is wild.
Nah.
It's wild that that young man lost his life. It shouldn't. I mean, you wish it would never come to that, but
Nah, it was definitely avoidable though. Like looking at the situation surrounding it and shit, it was avoidable.
definitely.
But that's what a lot of the people say, man. The old heads and shit. They say like a lot of the times, motherfuckers get caught up in situations like this is usually some shit that didn't have to happen.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
when you get
shit
a
that did
certain
have to
amount of
happen.
money, man, you gotta move a certain way. And to my
See,
knowledge, they say that Vaughn actually moved that certain way. Like he was actually sharp. He was on his shit. He stayed, you know, he was about his paper and shit, and just that one particular night. But that's all it take is one fucking blink of an eye situation.
fam, that shit is wild. I mean, it's wild, but knowing the lifestyle that he lived is not wild. You know what I'm saying? The shit that he taught the people, and it's not as wild as we want it to be. You know what I'm saying? As wild as we want it to be, but it's still a sad situation. Like you said,
Yeah,
it's
no, for
definitely
sure.
avoidable. You know what I'm saying?
Never. Anytime death is involved, that shit is never
Yeah.
a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you never wish death on
Anybody.
nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I ain't gonna say that, but
No, I mean
you
you
know.
know what I mean when I
Yeah,
say that. Yeah.
I get it. Uh,
No, that's a fact. Move like you got something to lose. That's the truth.
Cause you do. Even if you ain't got the money that they got, like you still gotta move. If you got kids, you gotta move a certain way. If you got parents that depend on you, you gotta move a certain way. So you gotta know what you got to lose and move like you got that to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you in the streets, man, you gotta stay strapped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a felon, so you gotta have security that at least
If you're in the
stay.
streets,
I'm
you should
saying.
stay strapped.
Oh yeah, if you in the streets, but you know,
You fuck about no felonies.
these
Nobody
niggas
has
ain't in the streets no more though. That's the thing. Like they still tied, they still connected, but they not in the streets no more. Like,
Did you see how he punched Quan Arano in the face?
yeah, I seen it.
The nigga still in the streets, me. I listen to Vaughn. Like I follow Vaughn on Twitter, so I see the shit he say. Like, unfortunately, 2 hours, 3 hours before he got shot, he just told the nigga on Twitter that he was food.
Yeah. But no,
So
that's what he said. He said when he saw him, he was gonna treat him like a little boy. Which, if
he
anybody who
did.
know, if anybody who know how to read between lines, they know what the fuck that mean.
Little boy, the nigga. That's terrible, man.
Yeah,
Stay strapped, man. Stay strapped.
yeah. And if you can't keep somebody around you that give a fuck about you enough to goddamn do what needs to be done, which on the other side is pretty much what happened.
My fault,
It's
guys. I
just,
really wasn't paying attention. I'm just trying to get these links out to the people and shit. Um, yeah, man. What was the last thing you said?
it's not whack to have security in a nutshell,
Definitely not right down security.
especially armed security.
Oh, but that boils down to my point. Why I say stay strapped, man? Because it doesn't matter how much security you got. Nobody's gonna protect your own life like you will.
No, that's for sure. But at the same time, if you out there and you and I'm not saying that this was that situation specifically, but we see it a lot. Most times motherfuckers is faded. Niggas ain't on their P's and Q's. So sometimes even if you got it, if you ain't sharp, if you got it and the niggas might still catch you at the right time. Know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? Like,
if you get caught slipping, you just got caught slipping, and it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. The best people have been caught slipping. You know, you just
yeah, we not speaking on Rainbow. That nigga, he gets no mention on this podcast. Fuck him.
you mean Rainbow the rat?
Nah, the rainbow head little motherfucker, man. Oh yeah, Rainbow the rat.
The rat, yeah,
Rainbow
the
the
rat,
rat. Yeah.
yeah, the rat.
I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rainbow the rat. Yeah, we don't mention Rainbow the rat.
no, we don't deal with him. Or
What that
those
nigga
type.
tell Minister Society, he gets no play in my ride.
Don't even acknowledge you, nigga. Rainbow the rat.
Yeah, nah, that shit gets no acknowledgement on this side. So
I got caught mad off guard tonight. I was really oh no, I'm not as unprepared as I thought I was. I'm looking for shit that's around me.
this nigga, man.
Hey man, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
You ain't on trial. You ain't on trial.
I got my shot though. You got your shot? You ain't got a shot with you?
Nah, man, I stopped drinking.
This nigga's a liar. Salute, brother. I love you. You too, bro.
Fucking, I don't got no shot glass, so I'm gonna just
Straight out, yeah. I drink some soda with you, bro. I got a chaser too. I'm old.
God.
When you get old, you got to start chasing. I got my parental advisory shit on because I really want to talk about this hip hop shit. We gonna get to it.
Oh no, man, it's a lot of hip hop we got the motherfucking cover. Woo. You know, this is my bag. This is what I started most of this shit for. Just music in general, man. But we got so much shit going on. So let's
again,
let's
rest in peace to everyone. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to King Von. Rest in peace to Mo.
Niggas get shot every day, B.
Rest in peace to Mo. That was a wild situation.
It was
they caught him on the fucking freeway.
But I got the inside scoop. It was Mo's fault. Again, when you in that life and you doing shit, that shit come back to bite you in the ass. They say the streets only end two ways: it's either dead or in jail.
For sure.
He just did some street shit and they caught the nigga. You do some fucked up shit, the niggas and they catch you. They catch you.
Yeah.
Mo definitely bought it on himself. It's not a question that Mo bought it on himself. So I can only feel so bad for people who bring that shit on themselves, but you know. I send sympathy, I guess. I'm just not shocked or
Yeah.
I'm not even really saddened by it. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, but I'm not. If you're doing some shit and you know the consequences of the shit you're doing, then you choose to do that, and that's cool.
Yeah. So, like we said earlier, you just got to know how to move, man. You got to move right.
You gotta know how to move. Gotta know how to move. We got the
Yeah,
live
man.
chat on YouTube
It's,
jumping in
it,
there.
it's been a lot of death lately, man. It's like that shit is coming in. They used to say death come in threes,
That shit
but
just
this shit coming in fucking this shit, this shit coming in whatever fucking number that it want to come in. Like this shit is crazy. But let's talk about something good, man. Let's talk about something positive and that's happening in hip hop. So Notorious B.I.G. is being inducted into the Rock and Roll motherfucking Hall of Fame. I wish I had a noise shit so we can make the clap.
I got you, bro.
Make some motherfucking noise for
Make some
B.I.G.
motherfucking noise for B.I.G. being inducted to the Hall of Fame. Oh, all that
Yeah,
shit.
so that's fire, man. I mean, well deserved. I mean,
It is.
you when you talking about
I,
influential, like every that's the bar that everybody's chasing. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to exceed or trying to whatever. Like it's two people, but for some big is the bar for some reason. It's just like it's big in pop, but when it come to it, like when people talk about how great they are, they always compare themselves to Big. So
what other rappers are in the Hall of Fame, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
um you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and look that up
I was
because
about to say Google.
I don't wanna be wrong. Um I know I think Run DMC in there.
Run DMC, they gave it to the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, NWA, and Tupac.
Uh but all the Beastie, I mean,
I mean,
do
the
we
Beastie
consider
Boys were
them?
rap. They just happened to be white.
But they where they really rap though, they was more I don't know
It
what
was
the fuck they call their genre. They was more like punk rap rock. Now I'm saying
yeah,
they was more on the fence than just hip hop.
yeah. But I mean,
Now
even in most categories, they typically put Beastie Boys in a rap category. I mean, they were that was the close to what they were.
yeah. So we got so he gonna join Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys as you mentioned, Public Enemy, NWA, and Tupac.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. So that shit is a big deal.
I'm not getting drunk tonight. That's my last shot.
Nah, I ain't. I might pour me a little drink up or something, but I ain't about to get fucked up. I got a lot of shit going on.
Real life shit.
Got a lot of shit going on.
But salute to Big for that. It's respected. I can respect it.
Yeah.
I can
So
respect it.
I wonder what took so long, but outside
I
of
mean,
that,
it's
you know
one
what
of
I'm saying?
Big is in my top 5 rappers of all time, but
Yeah.
I still respect it. Definitely still respect it.
Yeah. So let's
Tell me some more good news. What other good news you got?
ain't a lot of good news.
That's all you got to offset the deaths.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Hit Boy about to drop an album with Dreezy. I think that's gonna be crazy. Hit
I
Boy is
agree.
on a fucking run right now. Like this nigga is Hit Boy is dropping nothing but motherfucking A1 shit right now.
That's a fact. He on his Young Berg type run, the Hitmaker type run.
Yeah.
Get your money. What album did you say he was producing?
Him and Dreezy.
No,
So
that should be dope.
that's a name I ain't heard in a while. Me personally, I ain't saying this person ain't been around or whatever, but I haven't heard no new Dreezy shit in a while. Maybe I ain't been looking in the right places, but I ain't heard no new Dreezy shit in a while. Also with albums, Drake and
Future.
Chris Brown talking about releasing a album together, a
That
project
was fire.
together. That shit
That
is
was
gonna
fire.
do numbers. I mean,
Yeah, boy. Word on the street is that Future and Lil Uzi dropping a project tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah, I seen that.
Future and Lil Uzi dropping a project. I think that'll be good. I think Future at this point in his career is only good when he raps with other people. Like you put Future on the song with Drake, he's going to do numbers. He'll do his verse. His verse will be fire. The Future mixtapes by themselves, and I'm good on those to be honest with you. He hasn't impressed me in a while by himself.
Yeah, I mean, Future still be in his bag though. Like
Yeah, he
I
doing this
can't take it.
toxic shit. I fuck with that toxic shit he do though. Like
Yeah,
I'm with all that toxic shit.
I fuck with the top shit you do.
With all that toxic shit. Oh, we definitely gonna talk about the video that I put up today. We definitely gonna talk about that video. Hey, shout out. You want to get into that? I mean, what else? We get into it. We gonna talk about
No,
that
I
shit.
mean, we don't got it, man. Look,
No, that video was wild.
as long as we cover the topics and we don't be long winded on all the wrong shit, then they don't have to be. It don't gotta be. We stay here, then we go to sport. No. Let's get into whatever.
Man,
As
that
long
shit
as
was
this
wild.
motherfucking show is entertaining and the people is entertained and they engaging, we rocking.
I don't think John downloaded the video to show y'all, which is cool. Don't worry about it. If you missed it, go to my Facebook page, Kyle Golden on Facebook. It's public. Yo, that video that Benzino dropped, that low budget D'Angelo knockoff video that he dropped, it was so terrible, yo. That shit was so terrible. The nigga looked like the glazed honey bun in the pack when you warm it up and it become deformed. Like,
nah, I ain't download that shit. If you would have sent that shit in Messenger, I could have put that shit in the joint though.
shout out to Kasha. Kasha said that nigga like a muscle cramp. No, she said the nigga like a Charlie horse. That's what it was. That shit was so bad.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Benzino had going on, dog. That nigga been lost for a couple. He been lost for a good little while.
That nigga got in Planet Fitness. He got a bottle of baby oil and was like, "I'm about to get this video popping."
Yeah, be that nigga.
So salute to Tierra. You know, Steve. Shout out Legs, the homie in Boston. She friends with Benzino on Facebook, of course. So of course she jumped in. I told her to tag the nigga. Like, no, tag your man because we got to ask him some questions. Like, I need to know firsthand from the horse's mouth what the fuck was you thinking, brother? What was you thinking?
You know what the fuck he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking. I do not at all for my life.
He was trying to thirst trap, nigga. What the fuck you mean? That was
that won't it, bro. You should have just posted a picture. That was not it. And I actually kind of listened to the words from the song after I got past the bullshit, which the song was kind of bullshit too. But if you take off the auto tune, it might have had a chance to be a okay song. Maybe okay. He definitely needs his ass whooped for that video. I'm ashamed.
That's my response.
This the nigga who used to run the Source? Like, it's the same Benzino?
Man.
He like a Ninja Turtle who lost his shell. That shit was bad. There was nothing good about that. There was nothing good about it. It was terrible.
He the only nigga who who shit get worse the more he work out.
It's fucking terrible. Nigga, you already don't have a neck. So you can't, when you don't have a neck, you can't be doing all this shit like this, getting your shoulders and shit. And big niggas, you ain't got a neck, you're gonna suffocate. Like, you gotta stop that shit, fam. You gotta give it up. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Bro had some shit going on.
God said next, and he thought that he meant to just skip the line. No, he was giving out next. You shouldn't have jumped to place the line. You should have got the next.
Bro had some shit going on, and that shit won't what it was.
Fam, you like 60. And this is coming from an old nigga. I'm 34. You're like 60, nigga. Cut it out.
How you gonna say this coming from an old nigga and a nigga twice your age?
Exactly. What the fuck are you talking? I know better to do some shit like that at 34.
That's a fact.
I don't know. He's on the wrong steroids, y'all, because them shits is not working. Like, it's muscle under fat, and you can see that shit. I know because I'm a fat nigga. You can't put muscle under fat. It looks terrible. I was so disgusted. I'll be back. Hold these people for a second. That shit's so bad.
Song ain't even for YouTube. Nah, that song shouldn't have been released. Call me whatever, call me a hater. That shit was trash.
Yo, don't get me wrong. He's old, so I expect his music to be trash.
Bro, but
so
a lot of niggas
but even for Benzino,
old, Hove is old, Nas is old. What the fuck that mean, bro? Them niggas are still producing quality shit.
None of them niggas tried to be D'Angelo.
I don't know. Buster tried his hand a couple times before he got fat.
I hate when niggas get in shape and want to show. Niggas, shut the fuck down. Like,
I know that's for you, Kyle.
It is for me. See, what up? That's my dog, man. Shout out to it.
What up, Lex?
I need to talk to your mans though. We gotta have a conversation.
Send that nigga. We about to send you the link. Tell that nigga to come jump on the podcast.
Tell him pull up. Yeah, tell him pull up.
You know you're gonna come threatening to shoot niggas and all that shit. You know
That's not what he wants to do. I'm not famous. I don't give a shit. Like you got me fucked up. Let's just keep the jokes and comedy and be cool.
You know that's Benzino go to. He don't joke. That nigga's a gangster. You know he going straight to killing.
I can't even threaten to choke the nigga. He ain't got no goddamn neck. And I like Ben. I don't like Benzino. I like the fact that Benzino is. I'll consider him a pioneer in hip hop for the fact of what he did with the Source. Never take his credit for him for that. But that shit he got going.
Benzino finds incredible. One thing I say, unsigned hype, all that shit. He finds incredible.
He did that shit, yo. I never take his credit for that.
He finds incredible talent. Yeah. Like he definitely put a lot of people on. From big to you name him. You know what I'm saying? But
I'd never take that from that man. But that shit he just put out today, that I seen today.
Want it? They want it?
They won't even nothing close to it. It was nothing close. It would have been an improvement. Like being not it would have been an improvement.
This ain't it, fam.
I'm not about to waste that long talking about a man who oiled his body up with
hey,
I don't even know what kind of oil the nigga used. That shit was castor oil. Like,
man. Let's go ahead and get into this motherfucking for the reason
sickness and like that shit was bad.
Let's go ahead and get into the reason why everybody popped in this bitch.
That's why we in this bitch.
Let's go ahead and get into the reason why everybody popped in this bitch. So earlier,
wait. Let me drop the YouTube. Let me drop the Facebook link on YouTube or on Twitter. Excuse me. My Twitter been going up because of the status. They like this shit. They like this shit. And we're gonna do this from now on every Thursday. Yo, this is my new segment that I just added today. I didn't really ask Ja for his approval. I'm just telling you, that's what we're gonna do.
So in that case, he letting y'all niggas know if this shit don't happen after the day.
It's my fault. It's definitely all my fault.
It's because he got too big for his britches and thought that he could control my. Nah, just nah. So we'll see. I mean, nigga. Nah, we should do it. We'll talk about how because it ain't that many years to do this shit.
You said what?
I said we ain't got that many years to keep this shit going, so we gotta make it. We gotta make it right. We gotta do it right. We'll figure it out.
When I started in 2005, nigga, that give us 15 years. That's 15 episodes. That's a fact. It's almost 4 months. Yeah. This is a segment. So
we'll get it.
All right.
I don't know. So we start in 2005. So he posted this question earlier. Damn, I left this comment up here for mad long. That shit wild disrespectful. But the best album out of these 9 to drop in 2005. And if you got a different opinion of some shit that's not in these top 9, then throw them shits in the comments. But for right now,
did you put up the list yet?
How we do this shit? It's up right now. No, I ain't put no list up. It's just
I hope you passed out because you were sick of the video, not because you were turned on. Naomi, I just know your standards are better than Naomi.
No, she said she passed it, not passed out.
Oh,
like she seen it and kept that shit moving.
Oh, as you should have. I should have did the same shit, but I didn't. If I had to see it, y'all got to see it too. So, them the rules.
Well, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is where we at with it.
So the best album of 2005. Now I seen this and I kind of thought my opinion on it. I really wasn't gonna comment on it, but I know the person who reposted it, and when I seen it, her opinion just made me so mad that I had to just get everybody else's opinion to make sure that I wasn't tripping. So, person that I saw post this, I ain't gonna call her out by name because I don't know if she want me to do that. Her answer was, and granted she's from the South, But her answer was still weird to me. Her answer, her top album was Common's album B, and then
I
her
wouldn't.
second album was Bun B True. I was so offended. I like Common. I think Common is a dope rapper. I've liked Common since like the Electric Circus album. Like I'm a big Common fan. Common didn't have the best album this year. Common's not even in the top 5 albums on this list.
Nah, B is not
And
better
that's not
than.
to take any credit from Common's album because it was a great project.
Nah, it was
But
solid.
there are
But
some classics on this list.
so earlier when I asked when niggas said best, obviously I don't know if you meant musically, if you meant like what. That's why I asked it the way I asked it. Like I ain't know if niggas meant like which shit it had the best music, which shit had the better impact. What? But whatever the case, Jeezy's gonna be in the top 2 of
Yeah,
whatever.
it's just whatever influence you want, and that's why I told you to shut up and answer the question. By whatever standards you want to choose, I don't
Yeah,
care
but
if it's
no,
album sales. I don't
I'm
care if
running
it's
for me
the impact that it
personally.
had on the
Me
streets.
personally, it's either gonna be the reason or it's gonna be Jeezy.
I don't think that was the reason. That was the option. I believe that
Or was
was
that to becoming?
the becoming.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
was the becoming.
Reason is way earlier than that. But yeah,
Yeah,
becoming. That's what I mean. I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. But yeah, no, I listen to becoming now.
to this
Not
day.
saying
And
I don't listen to nothing else now, but like I listen to the becoming now, like that shit just dropped type shit.
the only reason I tried to get the benefit of the doubt is because Philly's hometown. So the becoming holds personal to me. I love that album. Is it in my top 3 on this list? No.
It's in mine, and I'm not from Philly.
It was a great project. It was a fucking amazing project. I listened to it from start to finish. But so I'll let you give your top 3.
I'm gonna keep fading the picture in and out. Top 3.
Yeah. And I actually want everybody in the comments. I want all y'all to drop your top 3 from this list. It doesn't have to be in any specific order, although if you'd like to put in a specific order, I would definitely take that.
Mine ain't in no order, but it's Jeezy, Beans, Kanye. No, and it's crazy because I could throw Weezy in, I could throw Game in there too. It's like
I'm seeing it a lot in the documentaries. I see a couple of B's.
no, the crazy shit is if we just talking impact.
Like this. Put that statement up on the screen. 101 or you was on the porch. 101 or you was on the porch. I'm not telling you that's my opinion, but I like that statement though. I like that because it's a fact.
Nah, that shit ain't popping. What's that? YouTube comment?
No, I'm actually. Oh shit, I'm reading through old Twitter comments from like 10 minutes ago.
Telling me to put up comments that I can't even put up.
I got a lot of screens up right now, B. I got a lot of screens. I don't usually fuck with I let you handle the computers, but
this nigga stay on some old man shit and don't know how to motherfucking.
You said what was your top 3?
2 was one Jeezy, Carter, Jeezy, Bun B. I like one album, but he ain't in that top 3.
What was your top 3?
Mine?
Yeah.
Jeezy, Beans. No, it's hard. This shit hard. Jeezy, I'm gonna say Jeezy, Beans, Kanye. No, and the crazy shit, I don't know. Because I listen to documentary more than I listen to Late Registration. So, I don't know, man.
Let me pull up the Late Registration track list because I have seen a lot of Late Registration, and I know Kanye's first 3 or 4 albums were classic. And I still listen to shit off of Late Registration too, but let me just see the exact track.
Yeah, no, late Registration is definitely a classic. Like, nigga, that was the shit that took him from here to here, nigga.
Yeah.
And then once Graduation dropped, that was Hey Anita.
Anita, what up? So on Kanye's
she said her top 3. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
We cut Mr. West, heard him say, guy, gold digger, drive slow. I don't like it. I mean, I like the album, and I know it's a classic album. But as far as top
Yo,
three on this,
crazy shit, Corey. You're not the first person I've seen say that,
what
and
he
I can
said.
see he.
And that's what I'm saying. As I'm looking at Late Registration, I like the album, but it's no what I think.
That's why I say
His
I
first
think
album,
I'm
College Dropout, and I think Graduation were better than this. So it's not.
Graduation to this
It's
day
cool.
is still my favorite Kanye album.
It does have We Major on there, though, and that is one of my favorite Kanye tracks. So I will give him that.
Nas went
But
crazy on that shit.
yeah, I don't like it. So
Game Carter Kanye. That's not a bad jump. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Jeezy Beans Game,
I will definitely agree with you that.
and I'm gonna throw an
Jeezy,
asterisk on Carter too. Dog, but if you want to talk impact, it's only 2 albums on this shit that, dog, and that's probably 50 and Jeezy. I'm just talking about impact alone. I ain't talking about the music. I'm not talking about nothing else. Like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, off of this list, TM 101 is gonna be my favorite. Like,
yeah, no, that's my one. That's my one, nigga.
And it's for a million reasons.
If I hear Hit the Kitchen Lights right now, I'm gonna fucking go batshit.
And that's the intro. That's what I'm saying. You play that shit, and that shit start from the intro. It's a go mode from beginning to end. Go mode from beginning to end.
Nigga say Hit the Kitchen Lights right now, I'm going batshit.
There's cockroaches everywhere. Now it's marble floors everywhere.
Yeah.
The impact that album had on the streets, the fact that shit still get run to today, like you said, you can throw on any track from that album and it still will knock no matter where you put it.
Yeah.
You can throw on Air Forces and that shit still knock. I got Tear It Up on the R&B playlist. It's just that shit different. So.
But yeah, dog, this nigga 50, that massacre, that nigga changed how niggas was looking at numbers. And dog, the nigga did 1.1 million in like 4 days, dog. That shit was unheard of back then.
It was.
That's why I say we're not talking about the music itself, but nigga, impact, that massacre was different.
I mean, it did numbers.
But Jeezy changed the streets. He changed the sound of the streets with that 101. That 101 drop, nigga. Who on this motherfucking list? Let me put the picture back up. What's up, Candace? Who on this list got niggas suspended from school
from wearing a t-shirt?
For wearing a fucking t-shirt.
You can't ban the snowman, nigga. Nah, 101 is it. Like it's just too much. It's too many. It's an album full of bangers from start to finish. The production was crazy. Jeezy's lyrics weren't even. He wasn't a lyricist back then, but it was so raw and he was so straight to the point that you couldn't miss it. Even if you was on the porch, you had to feel that shit.
Yeah. For those who just
you was in the streets, that was it.
Yeah. For those who just tuned in, drop your top 3 off of this 9 right here.
We taking honorable mentions too. I will throw honorable mention in there.
If your favorite album that dropped in 2005 wasn't in this picture, you can still drop it because I'm curious to know.
Somebody actually mentioned Jim Jones' Harlem Diary of a Summer. It was a great project.
That shit was crazy.
It dropped in 2005. It was a great project.
When that summer with Miami dropped,
it was crazy. Unfortunately, as good as that album was, it doesn't compare to MD's album that's on here.
Nah, because Jim won't really in his bag yet. He was
Jim was still learning how to rap and shit then and put some, but I mean, again, it was a great project for what it was. Like, I ain't mad at it. So definitely TM 101 is my first pick.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm gonna go Jeezy Beans Game.
My second pick is the Carter 2. Wayne was in his bag. And the only reason I would put the Carter 2 second is because it just didn't have the same effect on the streets that it did. But the way that shit propelled Wayne's career, the Carter 2, the lyrics and bars that were on that shit, it was insane.
Yeah. No, that's the shit. After Carter 1, if Carter 2 weren't what it was, Wayne would have fell off.
He might have fell off. And the Carter 1 was a solid project.
Carter 1 is a classic. That's my favorite Wayne album to this day.
The Carter 2 put him in. It made him Weezy.
Commercially, that shit turned him into who the fuck he is now. But
the Single Fireman, but even it wasn't even a commercial. That's the great thing. It wasn't even a commercial album, but the Single Fireman kind of propelled him into light.
It was just so dope. Crazy. it was so dope that they didn't have no choice but to embrace the shit
Yeah,
commercially.
what are you gonna do with it?
But look, this was the
And
album. You got to remember, dog. Carter 2 was the album. It was his last contractual obligation with Universal because he was about to go sign with Hove.
yeah,
And if that shit tanked, so after Carter 2 dropped, them niggas was like, no, after Carter dropped, them niggas offered him 10 million to stay with Cash Money Universal. And nigga, $10 million, I'm dropping the Carter 2 too. Like, nigga, that's the quality of shit I'm dropping for $10 million too.
you can have it. You can have my best work. And to this day, I think the Carter 2 is probably Lil Wayne's best album.
Yeah.
And as Wayne, for Wayne to be as great as he is, Wayne is in my top 5. For Wayne to be as great as he is, I can't not put that album in the top 3 of that year.
You know the crazy shit? I was thinking about something. So, nigga, because you got to think 05, right? Imagine if Wayne would have went there, signed with Rockefeller, and dropped Carter 2 under Rockefeller. That same body, that same album, but he'd have dropped that shit under Hove.
He'd have got a Jay-Z verse on that shit somewhere.
He probably would have, nigga. He'd have got Jay-Z versus him and Jewels, and then was already like they was already cool.
But I'm glad it happened the way it did because, like I said, it was a perfect first project. You know? It's Lil Wayne's best work to me, and of course, we know Lil Wayne has 1,000 mixtapes, and this is some of his best work to me. Like, not some of it; it is his best work to me.
Yeah. So I'm still running Carter 1 for my favorite Wayne album, and I'm not taking nothing from Carter 2. Nigga, Carter 1 was a time in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got
Miss My Dogs is my shit.
I got memories to Carter 1. Like, nigga, I know every song on that bitch from walk in to walk out.
So that's my top 2. Let me give you my third one. Let me pull this list again. Who was the list at? Now that I look at the Kanye list, because I'm who I am and I'm gonna go with my heart, my third one is gonna be Beanie. If it probably wasn't for and I mean I love to become that's the album I put on to get me through shit. Like when I'm really going through it, I throw in that album. To this day.
Change gonna come really make you feel like change gonna come.
Listen, if you ever hear me and I'm riding around with the Becoming album on, just know it's a problem. Just know it's some sort of problem. I may be depressed. I may be going to kill a nigga. You just never know. Just know that there's going to be a problem. The mob might be one of the.
But it's definitely there. It's definitely
up there.
Whatever argument that niggas want to make is there.
And that was was that the first or the second track on the album?
And that's the first.
It might be the first. The mob might be the first track on the album.
Hard body.
So I'm gonna go with Siegel as my third. If I had to change it with any other one, it would probably be the Game documentary. So that album did crazy numbers. It was a great album.
Carter 2 got The Mob, Money on My Mind, Fireman, of course.
Those are the first 3 tracks on the album.
No. I'm just going to the shit that's fire. Like when not saying the whole album.
Those are the first 3 tracks on the album.
Yeah, no, it's Fly In, Money on My Mind, Fireman, Mo Fire. So yeah. Oh yeah, because Fly In is kind of like a interlude.
Goes into the mob, yeah.
So yeah, Money on My Mind, Fireman, Mo Fire, Best Rapper Alive, Hit 'Em Up. That's my shit too.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm now that I'm looking at the
music, Receipt. Like, man, what else up here?
Now that I'm looking at the Kanye Late Registration album, though, I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo. I might put the Little Brother album over
this. Little Brother, I figured Little Brother was gonna be the
it's gonna be Little Brother's gonna be last on a lot of people's list because they haven't heard the album. If you've never heard the Little Brother album, you're missing. Like it was a fantastic fucking project. It's Ninth Wonder and his people's. In case y'all don't know. So Jay-Z's producer, so you can already imagine that the production on the album is retarded. But yeah, Little Brother's just overall, that Minstrel Show was a great album.
Yeah.
You can
And
take that comment on the screen though.
how much shit do what comment? Oh yeah, man. Look, don't tell me how they goddamn.
I mean, we you know what I'm saying? That's we here for to help each other out, bro. Yeah, Corey. I didn't even see Corey. I just seen your comment because I wasn't
I
even
was
looking.
looking at the Little Brother checklist, so
Yeah. So Little Brother might be. I could actually almost put these in order for you now. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, Jeezy, Wayne, Beanie, and then the game. You can flip flop those if you want to. Kanye. No, actually, I'm gonna put B before Kanye. So I do Little Brother. No, you know what? I'll put Common as probably the fifth best album on this list. That B album was tough, and then it would be the Minstrel Show, followed by Yay, which is wild to me. I ain't even put the mask in there. I'm tripping. I can't put. 2005 was a great year for music, man. I can't really put it in order. I just know that the comment that started this whole thing was that B was the best album that year, and that's not the truth. That's the only thing I can say is that's not the truth. And she was willing to die on this hill, and I'm just like, that's just not the truth.
nigga said I'm gonna check it out tonight. I'm bored.
What, the Common album? Like, that's what you put on Common when you want to meditate and do yoga.
Oh,
it doesn't
man.
matter what mood you're in. You could be in the worst mood of your life, and that Jeezy album drop, and that shit changed everything you're doing. I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere. I hit the kitchen lights, there's marble floors everywhere. He was just talking about his life, man. He wasn't really rapping.
Not at all. But look, we talking about track list. Let's go, nigga. So we got the intro. Then we got standing ovation. Then we got gangster music. Then we got sky's the limit. Then we got and then what? Then we got go crazy. Then we got last of a dying breed. Then we got my hood. Then we got bottom of the map. Then we got get your mind right. We 10 songs in. Any skips yet?
They're bangers. You hear me? They're not regular songs that you just put on and you ride. These shits
we
are
10
bangers.
songs in and we hit any fucking skips yet. Let me continue.
Fucking bangers. I don't understand. And don't get me wrong, there were a lot of great albums that year, but that Jeezy shit was.
And then the next song, nobody even gave a fuck that he left letters out the way he spelt this shit because the shit was still fire. Trap Star, TRAPSTR. Niggas ain't give a fuck on no A in there.
Like, I was wondering how y'all. I'm a TRAPSTAR.
I'm a trapster, nigga. Fuck it, with no A. I'm a trap. He's a fucking trap star. Dog. Then we got Bang, which was crazy. Then we got Don't Get Caught, Soul Survivor, Trap or Die, Tear It Up, which everybody who's anybody got some kind of pussy to that song at some point in their fucking life. And if you didn't, you're living wrong.
That shit is still on my R&B playlist. let your man be the freak. He can eat it up. He can make love to you. I'm gonna beat it up. I'm gonna beat it up.
And then Slick came through and floated on that motherfucker.
Last time I checked, that was the man. That's the mixtape. That shit hard. Last time I checked, that was the man on these streets.
Hold on, you did what? Yeah.
That's the mixtape, but it was still fire.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So
you can't beat.
Now where we at? We got 3 left. That's how you feel. Talk to him in Air Forces. I think the only song on that entire album, and I listened to it, but I might skip, is probably Talk to Him. And that's because sometimes the sample annoys me.
Get your mind right. Let me
No,
talk to
not
him.
that one.
Oh, no.
That's the
That
like
wasn't
the
it.
time of needs or so. Yeah, that shit.
Right. Yeah, all right.
That's the shit. I just don't. He floated on this shit, but
you can't touch that. That Jeezy album's retarded.
Yeah.
It's just retarded. You know your album's retarded when you have to do a 10-year anniversary for your album. There aren't too many niggas that put on 10-year anniversary albums for they album.
Oh yeah, that's a fact, yeah.
Because that shit is just that crazy.
But yeah, nigga. Red Dogs hit my trap, got me for a half a zone. See me trapping all day. I can't wait to get home.
I'm gonna tear that pussy up. I'm gonna tear that pussy up.
Yeah, man. So song for song. So all right, hold on. We gotta do it. We done gave everybody else a motherfucking track list. Let's hit this massacre shit. Ain't nothing like song for song is gonna be but song for song, the number one is unanimous, even in the comments, except for like 2 or 3 people. Like,
Anthony, I get it. A lot of people have never heard Little Brother, but if you get a chance, and as old as that album is, I promise you, if you put that album in, the Mr. Store is still gonna run.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
it's still gonna run.
How could it be? Everybody heard that song, they just didn't know that it was
because Wayne shitted on it. Like,
but nigga, Wayne ended Mike Jones' career without a fucking diss. He just took the nigga song and nobody ever wanted to hear him rap again.
Nobody gave a fuck that it was Mike Jones' song. The Drought 3 is a different mixtape, and we might do that one week. The best mixtape of all time.
Hey, look. This comment so fucking random. I have to post this shit, like, cause what the fuck?
Don't understand.
Corey gonna fuck you up. Nigga told him he built like Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Yo, you gotta slap him for that, fam. Like, you gotta, like, bro. Like, you have to set it off on him next time you see him for that. That's wild disrespect.
Are our followers just as big as assholes as we are?
I believe so.
You got to be an asshole to like us.
More fucked up thing is Sweeney, this motherfucker like 6'3", like 260. That's a
nigga you run up on until you stand up. You'd be like, God damn.
Yo, that was wild. But yeah, so 50. Oh yeah, 50
Jesus
track list.
Devontae Christ. You know that's what's some wild shit. Niggas always call his middle name. I don't know when Jesus' middle name became Devontae, but I feel like it's okay because I feel like Jesus was a nigga. So
they going at it. Nigga said Sweeney on the juice. He juicing. He on the steroids.
Yeah, Joseph, you ain't know Jesus had a middle name. It's Devontae. Jesus Devontae Christ. Jesus ain't a Jesus ain't a white name. Like,
all the teachers used to say Jesus H. So that nigga middle name was Hussein. I think it was Hussein. They used to say Jesus H. Christ. Like when I was younger and shit. Jesus H. Christ. I think his middle name.
I don't believe shit teacher said.
Nigga middle name was Hussein Geraldo. No, that's with a G, ain't it?
Yeah, Geraldo is definitely with a G.
Yeah, fuck it though. Anyway, so back to this. So 50. So we got In My Hood, fire. This is 50, fire. I'm Supposed to Die Tonight, which was Many Men Part 2.
Listen, if you ever hear me play that song, somebody's gonna die tonight. It might be me, like, because I know I'm about to go do some wild shit. So I just prepare myself mentally that. What if the H was for hell?
Jesus Hell Christ.
It's very possible. You
I don't know
never
that
fucking know.
white man. That white man. That Sweeney get his steroids from the toilet store. Yo, get the
From the
fuck out of
what?
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
Why does Jesus' middle name got to start with an F?
So,
Jesus fucking Christ.
is Jesus Wheezy? Jesus
Also, the F stands for whatever you want.
dog. Yo,
You
all right.
want to know when I knew that Wayne was the greatest rapper ever? I knew Wayne was the greatest rapper ever when that nigga said Wheezy F baby and the F is for
That was
phenomenal.
phenomenal, and nobody gave a
F is
fuck.
for phenomenal.
Everybody
Like
rock.
that ain't how that word is spelled. Well, fuck it.
White man. That white man.
I agree with you. No 50 album will beat Get Rich or Die Trying. That's definitely not the case. The Massacre was a great
Y'all
follow-up
talking
project.
about music wise, or y'all talking about impact?
Either.
Because Power the Dollar is 50 Cent's best album. Lyrically. That's just me.
I've listened to Power Dog. It's good. I don't think it's Get Rich or Die Trying though.
But you know what? I don't know. I guess it's because it's more of an underground type situation and shit.
Baby, and the F's were phenomenal.
Where that comment at?
This nigga said my Jesus has a middle name. It's awesome. They are.
Y'all are terrible fucking. Y'all motherfuckers terrible.
The worst audience ever, man. They are the worst audience ever. Because they with all the bullshit that we with.
I love it. I love the drama.
Ski Mask Way is definitely might be the hardest song. Actually, Ski Mask Way is one of the hardest songs on the Massacre.
Baltimore Love Thing is one. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's what
Baltimore
I'm supposed to be doing.
Might be one of 50's best songs. Like, if you really listen to it and you understand that he's actually talking like as heroin, it might be one of 50's best songs ever in life.
Oh yeah, you don't want niggas to get in the mixtape bag because we'll be here all fucking night. We're like,
oh no, it's coming next week. I'm telling you, every year the albums that I drop for best album are going to be the most. It's going to be hard choices. I'm gonna make y'all remember when music was great. I agree to Get Rich or Die Trying was 50 best albums here.
We got another for Power the Dollar. Nah, Mini Men is definitely fire. Let me see what else up there. Gatman and Robin, I didn't like that shit for real.
It was corny. They rapped on it, but it was corny.
Yeah, I ain't like it. Candy Shop was Candy Shop.
I really didn't like Eminem on that song. That's why I didn't like the song. It was Eminem that killed.
I didn't like the beat either. I didn't like the dun, 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 dun. I didn't like that shit. Was like you said, it won't for me. Out of Control, I fuck with it. Get in my car. It's a cool little bop. Bitch, get in my car.
I tell a lot of time. That's my shit.
Of course, Ski Mask Way. Ski Mask Way was definitely fire. Dunlap, what up, my boy?
My guy.
Ski Mask Way, fire. Baltimore Love Thing, fire. Rider Music, my shit. I listened to that shit in the whip yesterday.
That shit with him and Yayo.
Disco Inferno.
It was corny, but it was a commercial song.
The video. Anita, you got them all. You got them all, girl.
The hoes only come when Pam show up.
Oh no, that's wild.
Damn, Josh, she called you a hoe.
Wow. Now, actually, you on the right. On the damn, yeah, you on the right.
No, that's not how that works. What else?
Yeah, she said on the screen. Oh, I got you. The hoe.
I don't need it. Probably. I really hate him, and he has control of this shit, so I can't do anything about it, and that's fine. He didn't get to it yet, but I Don't Need Him is probably my favorite track on that 50 album.
No, that's absolutely my favorite track. Yo, anytime Man, when I was younger, somebody I fuck around and had to do something on my own. I go in the room and sing that shit.
Yeah. I tell
Yes.
niggas to suck my dick, get the fuck out my face, cause I don't need them. That shit
But yeah,
real.
let your fucking parents tell you you can't do some shit or they ain't got $20 for you or something. You need.
It's wild, man. So I mean, it was a
I
great
could have.
opportunity.
It's the New York
I
version
want
of
to go.
high.
I need to pull up the B album so I can see exactly what the fuck these people are seeing on the B album that makes them feel like it's had the right to be the top album of that year. I just don't get it. You know, I know that B album isn't even the top album of that year because when I search B album, it brings up some group called BTS. Like,
I got it. So, oh,
I mean, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm just saying,
it's
if
only
I type
11.
TM 101 album, if I type Carter 2 album, it's cool. If I type B album and it doesn't even bring up Common's album as the top search on Google, it can't be. It
Hey,
just
look,
can't be.
as I'm looking at it, I ain't saying this in the top, but this shit got some shit up there.
It's got some
So,
bangers on it, and I'm
so we
not.
got the
It definitely
corner.
deserves to be on the list that it's on, but it's not
So we got the corner.
fire.
Got go, 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 go.
I
That shit
get
was fire.
it. I didn't.
It was a big song. It was a big song. It
It
was a
was a
big
good.
song.
It was. It was corny to me, but I get it. It was a big song. Everybody's go. And you're in the seat. So it was cool. Yeah, like if I believe the Earth is flat, I feel like listening to Common. No,
Put some leg warmers on your arms and shit.
yeah,
Then you get a beanie, but you cut the top, cut the tops of the
yeah.
top
I wanted
of what you got. So it's like a headband instead of
But continue with
testify.
that thing, guys.
Faithful.
Testify
I
was
don't know
fire.
if I remember faithful.
Exactly, you don't remember it.
But yeah. Testify was fire. Love is was cool. Shot City was cool. I don't. Oh, the food was fire. I don't remember the rest.
The food was fire.
I don't remember the rest. It's three more. It's real
So you
people. They
mean?
say, and it's your world.
I think I kind of remember they say, but out of 11 songs, you mean to tell me that we don't remember 3 to 4 of them?
But that's me. I won't really on that shit like that. I
I
mean, it was
was. I like
John Legend.
Shy City was fire. Like you said, the food, the corner, go, testify. The intro was okay. They say with him and Kanye with John Legend was cool. Like I fucked with that. The shit that was produced by Dilla, the last track on the album was it was cool. It was all right. But you went through Jeezy album, nobody said anything was just all right. But nobody was like, oh, I don't remember that song.
Niggas was not debating none of that shit. So I don't know, man. It's like I said, unanimous is unanimous.
Is it though?
Uh,
I think
what
we
else
can
we got?
all unanimously
Let me put the album list back up for the people. But the one shit I only seen two
Oh, look
people,
at
but
this black women love going on in the chat. They telling each other they cute and shit. I like that black women love. Do that shit.
I know, love that shit. Black girl magic.
I gotta stop my toxic masculinity.
Yeah, man. It's 2020, man. Choose peace always. That's my new catchphrase. Choose peace always.
It's not. That's not what I meant. I'm always gonna choose peace. I think like a nigga.
Exactly, Kel. That's what I was saying. So yeah, he caught me. He caught what I was trying to get at. So I only seen two people mention it, and it was both females, and it was Bun B. That Trill album was crazy.
It was. It was. Definitely had mad bangers on it.
So
I don't know. I can only tell you what albums that I would put top 3 from that. Everything else is kind of a gamble at that point.
I got hairballs.
And as much as I like Common, Truth
I
be
don't know. I
told,
might
man.
be more fan. I don't know.
Yeah, truth be told, as much as I like Common, that album is probably gonna be last on my list as I start to go through these and look at it. And I really love the Minstrel Shows album too, but I think between those two, they're gonna have to switch between like 8 and 9 for the spot.
So you saying late registration is last on this list?
It's not what I said at all. It's not what I said.
So
I
you
literally
saying
did.
so you said fuck Kanye. That's what I heard. You said Kanye late registration was trash.
I will never disrespect Kanye before the Yeezus album.
I like
That
Yeezus.
Yeezus,
Hold on, was it Yeezus that I like? I always get Yeezus. I always get Yeezus and it won't Yeezus that I
and
didn't
the
like.
trash confused. Like you get Yeezus and your garbage in your house confused. Nobody fucking like Yeezus. Kanye didn't even like Yeezus. The Yeezus album.
Nah. So
That's when I realized your man was losing it.
now I always not the music on them, but I always get that and Life of Pablo confused. Just the titles.
Life of Pablo was tough.
Yo,
I felt
Pablo
like
is
he started to
shit.
recover after that.
That's the shit with Wolves and all that shit up there. I
Yeah.
love that album. People act like that shit was trash. Like Life of Pablo was trash. That shit was fire.
No,
That's the shit with in LA. But I always get that, and I always confuse that and Yeezus.
yeah, you should never confuse Yeezus with anything but the
No,
garbage.
not the music, just the titles, because they came out back to back, and I always forget which one is what. But Life of
What I'm
Pablo,
telling you is, from now on in your life, associate Yeezus with garbage. It's the worst shit ever. Blood on Leaves was the only good track on Yeezus. There might have been one more. You got to think, brother. You got to think. I wasn't on that Yeezus level, and I never want to be. Ye was okay. I like the Ye album.
I like the Ye album.
I like the Ye album too.
Life of Pablo was definitely a masterpiece. But no, I'm saying I know the difference between them because Life of Pablo is the shit with Wolves, No More Parties in LA, Waves Don't Die. Like that's my shit. I bumped that right now. But I'm saying when it came out, I always confused the titles. I'm talking to the commenters. I always confused the titles with each other, not the albums themselves. Like I knew, yeah, Yeezus was the shit that I didn't like. That's the shit with the CD. It's just a CD with the little red fucking strip on the shit.
Yeah, Yeezus ran front to back out of whatever the fuck I downloaded it on. Like it came in and I deleted it immediately. That Yeezus album was Blood on Leaves was fire. Like that's the only track I like on Yeezus album. Blood on Leaves was tough.
If you got an album with he had more with 11 songs and only 4 are fire, the album's not fire.
I didn't even like 4. And again, I think all Kanye's work before that was fucking crazy. Yeezus just wasn't it.
Yeah, Waves was my shit. Chris Brown smoked that shit. But I mean, the nigga smokes all his features though.
Here's what I want to know. What's the one album that y'all listen to that most people probably have never heard of that's just some fire?
It could be an
album or a mixtape.
Only this nigga Chris will point the shit.
What do you say? Yeah. If I fuck this model, he just bleach her asshole, and I get bleach on my t-shirt.
I'm gonna feel like
yeah, like what? That ball was hard.
Oh yeah, Ultralight Beam is my shit. Yeah, that Ultralight Beam.
Chance killed that verse. And I'm not a big Chance fan, but that was one of Chance's best.
I'm not a Chance fan at all, but I definitely agree.
Out of like the 4 verses that I've heard from Chance, that was probably the best one.
Yeah. I like this shit. I like the shit on Ross album. I don't know. I think that's it. I think that might be my only 2.
ZK. That's what I'm asking. I'm not hip because I'm trying to be hip. Like tell me what album mixtape to listen to. I'm gonna give it a run. But if you tell me that shit, I need that shit to run from start to finish. The mixtape of the album has got to run from start to finish. And I got one in my mind that I'm gonna give y'all. It ain't got to be new.
Nah, Zay get busy.
I haven't heard
Send
that
us
yet.
some shit, drop some links, Joe. You can't do that and not drop no link.
Time out. I don't know why Josh brought this up, but he said, "Can we talk about Paid in Full? We Are the Champions." That is one of the most fire songs ever.
Dog. I don't know
I
why he
love
brought
that
it up
shit.
either. I mean, I guess because we
I
talking
don't know
about
why he brought it
Kanye.
up either, but that's
I
just
guess
fire.
because we talking about Kanye. But no, that's one of my favorite Rockefeller compilation songs ever. I even like Twister's verse.
Down over heaven and hell. All right. So Zay Kane and Don Dollar on my list to listen to this weekend. We'll do that. The one I'm
The
gonna
big
give y'all is a mixtape by Audio Push. Audio Push. It's called Come. Is it Come Home with Me? That's not Come Home with Me. It's Come As You Are. Excuse me. Audio Push. Come As You Are. It's a dope mixtape. It dropped maybe like 2011, 2012, but I can run that front to back.
might check that out. I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah, Audio Push. Audio Push mixtape is fire. And they were young when they did that shit. They was like 16, 17. They're from the West Coast. So check that out if y'all get a chance. What else we got tonight?
Yeah, I think it's time we move on to sports, man. Oh no, I do want to. I know it's not hip hop, but you know we cover all facets of music and shit, and I think this shit ties in with a lot of shit that we cover as far as owning your shit. So that nigga is ancient as a bitch. That's a fact.
Hey man, I'm 34, fam. Like, I'm glad I made it to 34. You don't understand the life I lived. I was not supposed to see 34. So at this point, I feel like the old niggas that are like 65 and they can just say whatever the fuck they want to say and it's okay. What's that feel?
Yeah.
I think I made it. I'm
So yes,
elderly.
the Colts actually are winning. They beating the Titans right now.
Let's not talk about that. I'm actually pulling that up right now because I got some bets on this game.
Yeah, I just wanted to. We just mentioned it. Oh yeah, definitely. I fuck with opioid era, and they're from the town, so that's a given. That's an automatic.
I showed you the shit the other day with it's about a year old. The shit that opioid era did with Benny the
With
Butcher.
Benny, yeah, that shit. I remember when they dropped that shit, boy. But dog, them niggas they drop vinyls every so often, and them shits be selling out in like 5-10 minutes. That shit is crazy. But them three motherfuckers there, boy. They always got some shit going. But yeah.
So I picked Tennessee to win this game. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So we talk about sports.
So now before we get to sports though, while we're still on music. So I don't know if you follow like this Britney Spears shit that's going on with the legal situation and all that, right?
Wait, Britney Spears got a legal situation?
Yeah, like her dad pretty much like owns everything that she has. Ever since her meltdown, that little meltdown, she cut her hair and shit and bust the window out with the umbrella like some wild years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got damn so apparently they saying she's like incompetent to like make her own life decisions and shit. So her dad, like any money that she gets coming in from any shows, anything, that shit goes straight to her pops. And apparently they ain't been giving her like nothing.
Oh shit, that's wild.
So because I've been wondering why the fuck I kept seeing free Britney, free Britney and shit. Yeah, see, I just seen it. Look right there. I've been seeing that shit. I've been seeing that shit all over. Yeah, dog, because her dad owns everything, bro. Everything. Like all her masters, all her estate. He has control over everything in her life. She can't make no life decisions about herself. Like from what I read, like she can't even get on the fucking plane and like go out of town without this nigga's permission. She like 40 years old.
Is she still crazy?
It ain't even about that, bro. It's the money.
I'm sure it is, but is she still crazy? Wow. Coach just blocked the kick and ran that shit back. This is bad.
I ain't gonna lie though. If somebody was motherfucking, if you've been fighting some shit like this for 13 years.
Yeah, it probably make you a little crazy too.
That should have make you fucking go crazy too. I know I would fucking.
I haven't seen the videos, but Josh made a good point. If she posts crazy ass videos, you're not helping yourself.
Nah, she just be posting like shit on her Instagram, like where she's talking to the people, but it looked like she's talking to herself and some shit. Like she be like role playing and shit, bro. So people be thinking she's bugged out. But everybody, like a lot of people do that shit on Instagram, but I guess it's because she going through.
A lot of people are fighting cases for being crazy. Like as you said it out your mouth, you were like, she looked bugged out to most people. Nigga, if she looked bugged out to most people, what do you think the judge gonna think?
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I read. So she stopped. That's why she stopped doing shows and all that shit. Because
she missing a simple solution. Just have him killed. Like what the fuck?
He got her money. She can't even hire. She can't hire.
She can once he dead. I'm about to fight with you over some money that's mine. You gotta be fucked up. This is why God has not blessed me with being rich yet, because I'm gonna do some nigga shit with it.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know that
to make money, but I mean, you gotta. Oh, my phone died. Damn.
Your shit flipped like sideways or some shit. But yeah, like, oh yeah, legal choices. Now that's crazy. I mean, medical choices. Yeah, fuck that. That's it. I think that's all it is. She want her bread. Like, you give me my fucking money, all this shit could be over with. Yeah, Kel, this nigga's crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, I feel him though, but this nigga's bugged out. This nigga's definitely bugged out. But the crazy thing is, if you do some shit like that, you gotta calculate it. You can't do that shit like the day after the motherfucking you can't do that shit the day after the court proceedings. So yeah, this nigga phone died. So we now I gotta wing this shit. Fuck y'all got going on before we move to sports. I gotta wing this shit till this fucking nut come back. Like how the fuck we doing the show? This motherfucker. Who? We do this shit every motherfucking Thursday at 9 o'clock. At 7:30, 8 o'clock, your shit should be on the charger. This motherfucker here. He worse than the old man, yo. And I hope he still got his laptop up and can see and hear me talking all this shit. And he can't say shit back. Nigga said her dad worse than Joe Jackson. Nah, that nigga is. At least Joe Jackson, he only whooped his. Like, he ain't. Yeah, dog. He. Yo, I hope he can see all these comments because he deserves all this shit that's being spoken about him right now. Fucking old ass man. Who the fuck don't charge their phone? Look, he back, y'all. He ready to talk. I see his face too. Look, I wish y'all could see him. Look, he ready to talk so much shit. He smiling hard as a bitch and everything. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm really tragic.
Look at him.
Why did you call me an old lush? God damn. Forgot I was shit. My phone was on like 40%. We still didn't think it was gonna be on that long. God damn.
Hey, Care, if he get our Spotify contract canceled, he gotta come outside. He gotta meet me in the grass, bro.
If Spotify pick us up, they should have enough fucking money to give us working cameras so I have to use my goddamn.
Yeah, that's a fact. We still using our own equipment. Matter of fact, we gonna stop saying these niggas' name on camera until they start. Yeah. The niggas ain't cut us one check yet.
Cut me a check.
What the fuck is going on?
Fuck up. And if you don't like it, then I might change a little bit what I say for Spotify. I ain't changed much though.
Nah, I ain't changing shit. We shouldn't have to change. They picked us up for who we the fuck we are. That mean they like our content, which mean that shit need to stay the same.
And if they pick us up and be like, yeah, we're gonna offer you $1 million, but you can't say this, I'm be like, all right, I can't say this. Then they said I do need a haircut.
I definitely need one too. I'm fucked up right now.
I was actually gonna get one today, but it was fucking pouring raining outside in Norfolk. I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't want to touch on that shit. One today, though. Hey, hold up. His Cash App is Josso, bro. I got you. I'm gonna drop his shit.
You would drop your Cash App. You such a internet hoe. They got his Cash App in his bio.
Look, I'm typing so fast. I'm misspelling every word. I try to type that shit so fast. I mistype every fucking word.
Internet, honey. Link in the bio.
Hold on. Let me goddamn. Put that shit on.
It is No Shave November, so I can't get away with this shit.
No, but that's why I said I was gonna do it, because I won't participate in the other November shit going on.
No Nut November?
That ain't my life. I can't do it.
Fucked up. You think I'm not about to shoot you a whole month? For fucking what? Not shooting nuts off is what causes testicular cancer, and that's what No Shave November is for.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is crazy. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and move on to sports, man. So I don't know how much you have been following like boxing and all that shit, but so a couple days after one of the biggest fights of his fucking career, Gervonta Davis gets in the fucking hit and run.
Okay, you these niggas with money. Really?
It's like he got in the hit and run, and now he might be looking at some kind of time.
Really hate these niggas with money, man. Because retarded. There's no reason that you should be getting into this type of shit if you got that kind of money, yo. If you're drunk, pay for a fucking Uber, have somebody chauffeur you home. If you get in a hit and run, stay and offer somebody some money.
Yeah, like yo, don't say shit.
Or a regular nigga on the road. Take this. If you hit my car and be like, yo, I'm fucked up, don't call the cops. Here's $200,000. What the fuck you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take $200,000 and shut the fuck up, and we'll go home.
I'm not losing my nuts, ma'am. Relax.
You lose your nuts. I don't even know what that's about, but that's a funny ass comment.
We were talking about November and all that shit. But yeah, no, that was not my crib. I was that man. I was at a party, bro. Somebody rented that shit out.
Yeah, it was at a party at your house. Y'all like to have everybody fucking rich. Bro. This nigga definitely posted, just like you called it. He was in a crib with 12 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, 3 living rooms. It was a pool out back. Bro, it was in the middle of November. Why are you in the pool in the middle of November? Where were you at?
Bro, I was invited there for a party. It was rented out. It was a rented.
How the fuck you get invited to your own house? Type of shit.
I look like the type of look at me. What the nigga say on look at me. So I look like the type of nigga that live in a fucking 12 bedroom, 14 bathroom house. Get the fuck out of here.
You light skin. I don't know what they expect from y'all.
Anyway, so yeah, Tone. So Gervonta Davis definitely had the money to pay them people off.
They're stupid. People are stupid, man. They don't know what to do with their money.
It's like, yo, sometimes you gotta kind of be cocky. Like you don't hit and run. You hit. You hit it.
And I bribe you. The fuck you got me fucked
up. And he was driving a Lamborghini. Like that right there lets the person that you hit know. Hey, I got enough bread. I got enough bread to get us out of this. What's up?
I hope you hit me and run off. I want you. Please hit me and run off.
Oh yeah, no, whoever he hit, the person he hit, they about the nigga. They said
$1 million easy.
Everything that he just earned in that fucking fight.
$1 million. You could have just paid him 200 grand.
Everything that he hitting that he made in that fight.
You got my neck, my back, nigga, my neck and my back. Like,
but we could settle out of court for $20.
500 grand? 500 grand? We settle out of court for 500 grand. I'm with it.
And I want my car fixed. I don't give a fuck if I'm driving an 02 Civic, nigga. I want this shit fixed.
Oh, that's 500 grand. And you buying a new car.
Yeah, I want this shit fixed.
No, I won't even be greedy. Just give me the 500 grand. I'll buy my own new car. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, and then his homeboy in the same week, like 2 days later, went to jail. Adrian Broner.
Dumbass.
So
Adrian was a dumbass though.
Bro, I have no idea what the fuck be going on with dude, man.
That shit wild.
So let me see if I can find the let me get my shit. Cause I need the people to see how stupid he sounded. So apparently Adrian Broner owes money to somebody from a lawsuit, and the judge summoned him to court because he was on Instagram flashing money. So of course, naturally, the judge is gonna ask him important questions like, "Yo, why the fuck haven't you paid the person off yet? For one, and for two, where the fuck is you getting this bread from?" So he told her that,
"Nigga, you ain't been fighting." What?
Yeah, no. So he told the judge like, "Yo, I got a fight coming up in January. I'm gonna just pay him then." Judge was like, "Yo, hopefully your your legal counsel can help you out of this before January, because you're going to sit down." Then the bailiff cuffed his ass.
So Adrian Broner's in custody?
Yeah, he's locked up.
Nah, so you can't be cheap. When a nigga hit you in a Lamborghini, you ask for more than $30,000. You got to pay, brother.
Oh no, Lamborghini? No, I got it. I got to get that.
You got to pay.
No, but see the thing, Tone. So Adrian Broner, he was caught flashing like cash, like money on his Instagram, like hundreds of thousands.
How about that shit is all fake money? Fuck.
No, so instead of telling the judge that, he told the fucking judge that. Let me see. Let me see if I can.
My friends, I can ask Devontae Davis, Al Heyman, I can ask Steven Espinosa, I ask anybody.
How are they sending you the money? These are the kinds of things Mr. Chandler's going to need to know.
They send it through the bank, and it's coming to my account. And
Being directly deposited.
And I'm spending it.
None of that information was provided to Mr. Chandler, was it?
I don't know how to do this, but I can show
I
you.
thought you didn't have any financial statements.
Who said what?
That's what it says in here.
I don't have no money. I can send money and I spend it. I gotta spend it on bills.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I gotta spend it on bills.
Well, as I said,
I don't
you're
know.
not responding. I think you're not helping yourself right now.
But what I'm saying is this: how do I do all of this? I don't know how to do
Your
this.
lawyer will help you do it. Your lawyer will help you do it.
I don't know.
His lawyer not there with him right now?
No, he's in court the nigga's in court representing himself.
Your Honor, I like my lawyer present. Can we reschedule this?
So I'm not gonna play the whole shit because it's 4 minutes long, but that back and forth went on for 4 minutes, and like at the end, the nigga was like, "Yo, I got a fight in January. I just paired in." So of course you could tell the judge was fed up with all that bullshit by then. Like, so he got to sit down for a little minute.
It's wild. It's wild.
Oh yeah, I remember that. She was like a little young joint, right?
Nigga, you didn't even get a public defendant?
Like, yo, you're a millionaire and you don't you don't go get a lawyer.
If for some reason you really spent all your cash, you didn't get a public defender.
No, but the whole issue was so she asked him, "Where the fuck are you getting this money you flashing?" The nigga started naming you. I don't know if you heard in the beginning. He started naming people.
So that's what he was saying. I thought he was naming people that he could get money from, like since he needed to
No,
pay
he
that
was
shit.
saying so they send him money and he spends it, and then he switched it and was like, "Well, your own bills." Like my nigga, she know you ain't spending that shit on no fucking bills.
He man terrible, yeah.
Yeah, man, he need to get it together, and he don't. I didn't even know
That's
he had a
your
fight
man.
coming up in January.
That's your man. He don't have a fight coming in January.
Well, he ain't got shit coming up now because I don't think he's probably gonna be out by the time. And if he do, hey, but I tell you what though, even if he do got a fight in January, he might win that shit because you know, nigga, that jail workout a little that shit different. That nigga might come out in the best shape of his fucking life.
He in there punching bricks.
He might come out in the best shape of his life.
Nah, I mean, if he really got a fight coming up in January, depending on how much money he's supposed to make for that shit, you know, the promoter will go ahead and pay that shit to get him out of jail.
Yeah, but he's been losing lately, so I don't think his draw is gonna be what it usually would have been. You know what I'm saying?
He's trash anyway. So
Yeah, like the nigga ain't.
there's my opinion on that. Adrian Broner is a trash fighter.
I mean, his record shows. Like he was alright at first, and then once the nigga started talking and you know letting the fame get to him, he started getting knocked the fuck out every fight, except for the Pacquiao fight, which I mean he should have got knocked out because that shit was terrible.
Yeah, and Pacquiao was also 50, so I understand why he didn't knock you out.
Yeah, I beat him. Everybody who was here saying I beat him. I controlled the fight. Like my nigga, I think he threw like the record low for their weight class in a fight. I think he threw like 100 punches like for the entire fight, or less than 100 punches for the whole fight.
That's
like
retarded.
niggas who are as small as him, because I think they fight what 165. Them niggas throw that around. So niggas terrible, man. But yeah, that's all we got, man.
That's
so
it
what,
for the man. That's it.
Yeah, where we at with it? Positive thoughts. Anybody got any positive thoughts or affirmations? You go ahead, drop them in the comments.
Stay strapped, man.
Not even just that. Stay aware.
No, I mean it's just that.
Stay aware of your surrounding your situations too, as well.
But also stay strapped, because if you're aware and you get caught without it, you're done. And that's not even if you're just living in the streets. That's if you just living a regular life, like wild shit going at the grocery store, 7-Eleven. Women definitely need to stay strapped. Carry a gun, like do that shit.
I'm also like, for as far as women,
y'all don't have felonies, so you can get one. Go get a gun.
No, and as far as women, I'm a big advocate for knives, because like the gun works. The gun definitely works, but a lot of these women who are getting like grabbed and shit, they're getting grabbed in parking lots and shit. So they might not have enough time to grab a gun, cock it. Know what I'm saying? Like, you got that knife on you, poke them a couple times, get them the fuck off you, then you can whip the gun out your purse, and then you do what you got to do. But self-defense is a big thing, and I promote that to a lot of the fucking females around me, my female family, all that shit. Like, yes, gun, you have to have that. Like, you have to have that. You get trained with it, know what the fuck you doing, know how to handle it, know how to clean it, break it down. But you have to keep a knife on you or something that'll get the motherfucker off you if he grab you. Because if a motherfucker grabs you, that gun ain't gonna be as effective. So
yeah, I agree. I'm a big fan of 380s for women.
Yeah,
learn how to shoot that shit.
380s, 38 specials. I like these. You are worthy.
Eye gouges are very effective.
Yes. I taught my niece that shit, so I just hope she don't use it on my nephew. But But yeah, 2 thumbs in the eye.
Dig eyeball out. Dig
Yeah.
eyeball out.
Like you shouldn't have no sympathy for him. The nigga trying to grab you. Ain't no telling what he might do. So take the 2 thumbs, boom, knee him in the nuts. On top of that, like fuck him.
Yeah, all that shit. So just stay safe. Stay strapped. Because that shit can happen at any time.
I like that. I can is not an option for sure.
Yeah, I don't accept that.
I try to teach my nieces and nephews that same shit. Like, stop saying you can't. Say I don't know how or something, because you can always find a way to do it. I can't. I don't accept that shit.
I don't even accept I don't know as an answer.
Yeah, because you can always find out.
Yeah, it's too many ways to find out. So as I'm raising my son, if I ask him why he did something, I don't know is not an acceptable answer. You need to know why you did something. I may not agree with the reason why you did it, but you at least need to know why you did it.
It could be dead ass wrong. Like, yo, I just felt like it. I knew this shit won't right, but I just felt like doing it. It was in my heart to do this shit. So yeah, no, that's definitely something big, especially with people who are dealing with mental issues or who feel like giving up, letting them know that this ain't the end and shit like that. That is for sure. For sure.
Definitely.
So I never got a chance to get up to get no shot glass and no shit. But we got more at the end.
It is about shot time for all y'all who have liquor in your house, wine, beer, whatever you want to take a shot of. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us tonight. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Violence is definitely the answer a lot of times.
Yeah, like if you're a woman and a nigga tries to grab you in the parking lot, violence is the absolute fucking answer. Or
I believe
somebody spit on you, violence is the answer. Motherfucker spit on me.
Violence is the answer to a lot of shit. I believe violence is the answer to racism.
I definitely believe violence is the answer to racism. I don't believe in turning the other cheek until after I slap the shit out of theirs. Like once I slap their cheek, then we can turn the other one at that point.
If I gotta turn the other cheek, just believe that my gun is following the cheek that's coming back. Like the one that didn't get, if you slap me here, just know that the gun is coming back with this cheek. Like, all right, we're not.
Yes, men's mental health is definitely a real thing. I wish more people would take that shit serious. But you know, as a man, if you have any kind of emotions or any motherfucking mental health, you soft, you pussy.
I really practice this motion in the gun range. Like, all right.
So
this shit, like from all different angles, I practice pulling because you never know where you got pulled from.
So hold it down for 2 seconds. I'm about to go grab my shot glass.
POP. Oh, I thought we was done. So POP, hold me down. We appreciate y'all following us, man. We appreciate y'all being here every Thursday. We are going to continue to do this every Thursday. Wednesday nights was a little setback this week. Again, shout out to Pam and the family. Little setback this week, but on Wednesday nights, we definitely have the Women of the B.O.B podcast. The Women of the Sweat family, Pam and Andrea, they have all the sex topics for the women who want to chime in. Pull up, talk your shit about men. Fridays, we have the B.Y.O.B album reviews with Jai and Jared. So make sure you tune in for that. Coming Sunday mornings, me and Black Ass, Drunk Ass Jason. Y'all remember some of the episodes. We're going to start dropping our sports bets for y'all. So follow us, man. We got a lot of shit coming for y'all. There's a lot of good shit in the works. So just make sure you stick with us. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us, though. That was my drop, man. Where the fuck you at? We have a whole 45-second commercial and this thing ain't back yet.
Now we back.
Again, Sweetie, I definitely agree with that statement. Men's mental health is important. Men definitely have emotions too. Women like to think that we're emotionless, but we're not. We display them differently.
Yeah. So, because when we give a fuck, we give a fuck. But when we don't,
yeah, I don't give a shit.
We don't.
It's about that 11 o'clock hour, so we can go ahead and end this with y'all. Nigga job pouring up shots of Jamba Juice. So you like drink Jamba Juice?
Motherfucker.
Follow me on Twitter at Ayo80Proof.
7 City Streets with a Z.
I'm pretty much up to my Facebook limit of friends, but request me. You can just sit there with the rest of the people. Tell a friend, join a friend, man. Next Thursday, we back, 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30. I gave you all 3 times because we niggas and we be running late sometimes.
Niggas just do what the fuck they want to do.
We be here around 9:30-ish. We gonna tell y'all 8:45 so y'all show up on time now.
Show up at CPT.
CPT is what we on, B.
All right.
Yep. If y'all got y'all shots, put your shots up.
If y'all got shots, put them up. Let's do that.
Love and appreciate y'all. Salute, brother.
Salud. Salud.
And we will catch y'all next week.
For sure. You know how that shit hit you when you try to show. Now only the first one hit me like that.
That's why you drink whiskey, man.